Hi there everybody, it's Sarah from Socially Shared and I'm here with the lovely Denise from Dezanne Design. Hi there Denise.
Hi Sarah.
So thank you so much for joining us today. I can't wait to hear more about your business. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay, so hi, yes, I'm Denise and I have a jewellery business called Dezanne Design. Now that name came about because it's purely a combination of my first and second names. So it's Denise Suzanne and I just combined the two.
Very clever.
And, well, not very original, but there you are. So I sell jewellery that is made with kind of unusual and interesting raw materials, which are then made into either necklaces, earrings, bracelets. Also do cufflinks, and they're all set in 925 sterling silver. So some of the raw materials are things like fossils and unusual gemstones, but the aim really is to give people something that's a little bit different to what's on the high street, and pieces that they can sort of love and treasure forever, rather than a trend in time, if you like.
Oh, fantastic.
So I've been doing this now for just over a year. Sorry, you can hear my little
in
the background.
Wants to be in on the action.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, just kind of a year to 18 months now. My whole career has been in the financial sector, and I worked in operations management, people process management, strategic development, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I took the opportunity for redundancy in 2019 and started something completely different, which I'm a lot more passionate about and I enjoy a lot more, I have to say.
Wonderful. Yeah. So the jewelry side of things, has it always been a passion that's sort of been brewing?
Yeah, so I've always loved jewelry and art and things that are a little bit different. My inspiration to start the business actually has come from my brother, because he ran a very successful jewelry business after he retired. So kind of that's the background of why I went into this, because I was watching what he was doing and absolutely loved it. And so he's there as well to give me a bit of help and guidance along the way. But, you know, he kind of, the proof was in the pudding. He's a really successful jeweler. So, yeah. That's the thing with this business. Some of it is in the design itself. Yeah. Some of it I'm designing myself and now making myself, but it's kind of a bit of a mixture really. But the things are a little bit more unusual to what you'd normally get.
Shall we have a look at some of the pieces? Yeah, we can't talk about it without looking at it, can we?
Yeah, it's hard really. Whenever I do these online things, it's hard to just talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't see it. So yeah, so the piece I'm wearing today, this is a Nautilus shell. This is one of my favorites. I tend to wear these a lot.
Yeah.
So I always, quite often, I wear the black one. So these are actually a shell. If you can see the back of it,
yeah,
you can kind of possibly see the outline of the shell. So these are then filled with a different colour resin. So you can see maybe there, that's the outline of the shell. And depending on what colour resin they're filled with, gives them a totally different look.
Gosh, they're incredible, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one is the pearlescent. So this has been filled in with like the shiny pearlescent resin. And also I've got on these are meteorite earrings.
Yeah.
And I do in this range. Sorry about my puppy.
Oh, don't worry. I feel really awful. You should go and get him.
Yeah, actually, he'd be the star of the show. He'd be right in there. Yeah, so meteorite, that one's got a little dropper in the middle, and cufflinks they're meteorite. So these are actually, I think they're lovely because they're millions of years old, billions actually, the meteorite. So there's a bit of history behind them, you know, and
completely one-offs as well, because there's not going to be anything to say exactly the same, is there?
Yeah,
so
their two pieces are the same.
Right,
and they come with a little bit about them and certificates of provenance and packaged up nicely. So they're great for something to keep or sell some for weddings. Well, not now, but you know, special days or something, special occasions, I'd say. And the same with the ammonite. So these are ammonite fossils, which are again millions of years old.
Wow.
Housed in sterling silver. So that one's quite heavy because that's solid on the back.
Right.
And that range got cufflinks too. Ammonite cufflinks. So I sold a lot of those kind of you know, 21st birthdays or something.
Of course,
people want something to keep, and they again come with a card that explains about them, a little bit about them. So that's just a couple of things. Could be here all day if I start to go through them.
It's well, I could quite happily listen, to be honest.
I suppose my challenge really is because this is so different for me. I'm not really a salesperson, and I'm not that hot with the marketing and self-promotion and social media and all that side of it. So that's something that I'm having to get used to. And also kind of keeping up with what I know. Say it's not really following a trend, but it's still keeping up with what people like and who your audience is, if you like.
And so so take social media then for an example. Then how are you kind of overcoming that? Are you just getting out your comfort zone and going for it? Or
I mean, I've not done, this is my first video actually where I've actually sat down and talked about the business, because I've kind of always shied away from that, but I think that is something that I have to do more this year's one of my challenges, if you like. And I'm just concentrating on Instagram at the moment. I know, you know, everyone's on LinkedIn, and I do a combination of Instagram and Facebook, but most of my presence is on Instagram. Because it's very visual and it lends itself to the jewellery very well. No, in a strange sort of way. Obviously, people have been drawn to online, so I didn't really do that many shows or craft fairs initially anyway, but it's kind of proved to me that you can make a success of it just online. And strangely, this situation gave me another opportunity in that I started to do a jewellery diploma online.
Wow.
That opportunity would never have been there before. It was run in London actually, and they always did a physical hands-on diploma before, but they had to switch themselves and are doing it all online. Started it in September. I'm really enjoying it. So there's lots of things that I'm learning to make that I didn't know about before. So I'm really enjoying it.
So will we start to see those things coming through in your collections?
A few of them are on there. I've got this on today, which is something. This is great because I can actually start to make these, and you can actually change the stone in the middle. So
that's clever.
Well, really, it's just about consolidating what I've started now and try and grow the business a bit more, and probably finding more niche products or things to put into jewellery. You know, looking at different types of pottery or something that can be housed in the jewellery casings. Always look on the lookout.
Oh, that's fantastic. Like I said, I could keep listening for hours, but thank you ever so much for giving us an insight into
you're welcome.
You and the business. So all your contact details are going to pop up in a minute, so anybody wanting to look out for you can do so. So thank you ever so much, Denise.
Thank you. Sorry about the background noise.
Oh, not at all. It, hasn't it?
Oh, thanks, Sarah.